Hello and welcome to Lions on Air. Today our guest is a graduate from DMC, a published author, and she was Miss Teen USA. Please welcome Marissa Mathson. Welcome to Lions on Air.
Thanks for having me, you guys. I'm so excited to be here.
All right. So we heard that you wrote a book.
Mm-hmm.
What inspired you to write a book?
So I've always had such a love for reading, and it actually started with y'all's librarian, Ms Manderfield. She was my second grade teacher, and in second grade we had to read 20 books to go on a field trip, and it required to have a certain number of reading hours so that we could go on it. And I'm a very competitive person, so when I found out that the record was, 150 or something, I was like, okay, I need to beat that record. So I read as much as I could that year, and I ended up reading 351 chapter books during the second grade year, and that just sparked my love for reading. And then because I've loved reading so much, I always wanted to.
351 books?
Yes.
Chapters.
Seriously?
Books. Yes. I love reading. Yeah.
Like Dog Man? Does that count?
I don't know if that is.
That's like a comic book.
I see. Okay, I kind of. I've read a few comic books. Yeah, mostly just it had to be chapter books, not like picture books or anything. Some of them were pretty big too, like the Harry Potter series. Read that in second grade, but yeah. So then I've loved reading ever since then, and I feel like when you like reading so much, you want to be able to write something so other people can experience the joy of that. And so A Day Without a Friend, it kind of follows the story of a girl who dealt with relational aggression, which is a type of bullying. And it's similar to my experience in elementary school. And so not only do I love reading and wanted to write a book for that, but also to spread the message of, kindness too.
So you were Miss Teen USA?
Miss Iowa Teen USA. So the state title holder, yes.
Okay. What does that mean?
So basically, there's a state pageant for every state. So in Iowa, it was May of my junior year of high school.
What's a pageant?
Okay, so pageant is there's different areas of competition that you compete in, and there's interview skills. So I would have an interview with 5 judges, and they'd ask me questions kind of like this. So this is good practice for me, you guys. I haven't done this in a while. But they'll ask you questions about what community service you like to do, just things I like to do for fun, basically to get to know you, and they score you on that. And then there's gown, which if you've ever watched Miss America or Miss USA, it's basically walking across stage in a dress. But they judge you on confidence and poise and your walking ability. And then depends on the pageant, but usually the last thing they judge you on is fitness. So it's kind of like gown, but you wear athletic wear instead. And then if you make it to top 5, you have to answer an onstage question in front of the entire audience. And then whoever's the highest scores, that's who wins. So I went to the state one and won Miss Iowa Teen USA, and then I got to go to nationals too. So that was pretty fun.
So the girls who wrote this want to know about your skincare routine.
Okay.
So does he, though.
No, I don't.
Yeah,
skincare is important for everybody, guys.
No, I don't.
I try to make my brother do skincare. It doesn't work all the time, but I try.
I'm never doing that.
You know.
I think my skin's fine as it is.
Yeah, you guys have great skin, but when you get old and you start getting wrinkles, skincare.
Didn't you just say you graduated a year ago?
Well, yeah, I'm not old yet. It's preventative. Okay, so here's what I do.
Yeah.
So, okay, actually, this is funny because I used to want to be a dermatologist because I used to have a lot of problems with my skin. And then I realized that's a lot of school. But anyways, so I'm very interested in skincare. I like to take off my makeup because I use makeup every day. It clogs up your skin. I use this thing called the makeup eraser. So instead of having to wash your face off with micellar water or anything, you just use makeup eraser. It takes it all off with water, so that's cool. Then I wash my face. I use a serum with an acid in it, and then I use moisturizer lotion. But it's not super complicated.
I
try to
have
keep it simple.
no idea what that means.
Yeah, neither do I.
That's okay.
All right.
You'll get there.
All right, finally for a serious question here.
Okay, I'm ready.
Yeah, this is a really hard question.
Oh,
All right,
boy,
let's
not
have
again.
another hard one. So, when you're on stage and stuff, for Miss Teen Iowa or whatever, and you're all dressed fancy and stuff.
Yep.
Have you ever needed to fart?
I don't think so.
Nah, man.
Why?
Wait, bro just said that right
we
now.
know you have. We know everybody does it.
I think
Have
I
you
just
had-
get so nervous that everything else just goes away in my brain. And
But
I'm
every
just
ti-
focused
no.
on not falling on stage, you know?
Well, every time I ask a girl, "Do you fart?" they say girls don't fart. So I'm.
Do
I mean,
girls fart?
I don't. Like, I don't. So,
That's false. That's false.
I mean, I don't know what to tell you. No, I'm more distracted by making sure I don't say something dumb in front of like 1,000 people or falling in 6-inch heels. So, I guess everything else just goes out.
Okay.
But interesting question, though. I've never been asked that
I
one
think
before.
you still need to.
I mean, maybe.
What would you do if you
What
need
would
to
I
fart?
do? I mean, there's a really big
You
audience.
gotta
and
cover
a
it up.
big stage, so you probably wouldn't hear it. You know,
But
like it's a huge room.
What if you have like a mic and then you're about to leave, so like you're facing backwards and
Uh,
then do it?
you know, they actually are really good about shutting off the mics after you're done. So the second I finished answering the question, the mic would probably be off anyways. So they probably plan for that sort of thing.
Okay.
They probably
Alright,
thought of that
alright.
before.
Okay. Can you tell us who you looked up to when you were in school? Like what teacher?
So I really loved my English teacher, Mrs. Bopp. She was really great to me. So my year, I took English, and it used to be AP literature, and then it switched that year to just like the college credit version. But I knew I wanted to go to school out of state, and so I thought I probably should still take the AP test just in case they like don't accept my DMAT college credit. But no one else in the class was taking it. And Mrs. Bopp, over her lunch hour, helped me multiple sessions prepare for the test and like took time out of her day when she could have been studying or working on lesson plans or something like that to help me prep for that test. And so she always helped me with anything I needed, whether it was like actually literature based or she'd always ask about how I was doing and what was going on with my life and the pageant stuff. And so she was a really awesome teacher for me.
Thank you so much for coming in today. We read the book and we love it.
Thank you.
Oh yeah. What's your favorite animal before we go? Sorry, Tyler.
yeah.
Sorry.
Well,
My
I have
bad.
to say tiger because I go to Auburn, so our mascot is Obby the tiger, and tigers are cool. I don't think there's a tiger in the book, but I should have put one in there.
Yeah, you should have used it.
Maybe the
And
next
why is
one.
the main character a giraffe?
Because giraffes are just like sweet and nice, you know?
Then why is her friend a panda?
Wait, is it a panda?
I mean,
Pandas are
maybe
sweet.
you don't know that though.
There's
Maybe
a
they're
tiger
secretly
right
mean.
here.
Yes, you do.
There's a tiger right here.
Oh, you're
Oh,
right.
wait,
There's
wait,
a
let me see.
tiger. It kind of looks like
Oh,
a
okay.
cat, but I guess tigers are cats.
Mhm.
I mean, pandas, maybe they're secretly mean. I actually think I did that on purpose because you wouldn't think the panda would be like a bully, but it is. So, you know, there you go.
Thank you so much for coming in today. We love the book. I'm Tater Tot, and this is Mason, and this is Lines on Air. Peace out.
Bye.
Bye.
Sup, bro?